Welcome everyone back to Sports Talk with Krish. I am your host, Krish Verma, and today I'm with a bunch of other people
Yo, what an
in what is
intro.
a
What an intro.
Jalen Coker group chat. It's really cool. We have it on Instagram. And see, here's some of the guys. I got my guy Jacob, Cole, Sean. I know his name's LeBron on there, but it's Sean. So we're going to be talking about Panthers offseason with the season just finishing a 5-12 year for Carolina. But I think record doesn't tell it all. 5-12. I mean, obviously not a place you want to be, but it does put Carolina in a solid place in the draft. And what they have a foundation they want. They kind of have a sense of what their quarterback is going to be, their head coach, GM, really everything you want out of a building program. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. I wanted to talk about some possible moves we can make in free agency, whether that has to do with extending players, signing players, or even venturing out and bringing in more talent. So, Jacob, I'll start with you. I currently have the Panthers contracts up right now. And
Man, I'm
I
the wrong
think
person to ask for
I
this.
did hear a lot of things that we can do to extend players and to try and make some more cap space. So, what are some things you could possibly see Carolina doing in free agency?
I think the first thing they really have to do is they have to adjust Taylor Moton's contract. I feel like that would open a little bit more cap, as well as cutting Miles Sanders. No,
And I've seen some certain ways. Yeah, you say the Sanders cut and stuff like that. I see some ways that Carolina could actually get up to 70 million in cap space if they were to make a few more moves, which is really good for us. Obviously, we'd want to be maybe a little higher for a team that's not that good, but it's huge for us for all the dead cap we've been in when Scott Fitterer was our GM, trying to kind of get out of that and find ways to bring in more talent onto the team. Sean, I'll go to you next. What is something you think Carolina could do in free agency, try and help them out for next season?
I mean, yeah, we definitely should cut Miles Sanders. I feel like he hasn't done much for us since we signed him. I feel like freeing him up will give us space to sign people like T. Higgins and stuff.
If we do somehow get enough money, we can build up enough money to go after T. Higgins in free agency. Obviously, it's going to be a little rough. You got teams like the Patriots, who I believe have the most cap space in the league. That would definitely would love to go suitable places, get T. Higgins. But I could see a big reason why he'd want to come here is, I mean, we have this sense of who our quarterback is going to be. We have an offensive minded coach. He played at Clemson. I think that's some type of ties to hometown here is in Carolina. So that could be something that does learn T. Higgins. Cole, what do you think about free agency for Carolina?
Yeah, free agency, I think we really got to go after defense. I think that's a huge issue, obviously. I think linebacker and the defensive line, especially. So I really we talked a lot about Zach Baum. I really like Zach Baum. I think that'd be a great signing for us. I don't think we're going to get him. I think Philadelphia is really going to go after him in the re-sign period. But somebody like Josh Sweat to help out in the offensive line. Wanham, I like Wanham. He was productive in the few games he played with us. Same thing with Clowney. I think Clowney's just a little too old. He's going to be an expiring contract next year. And we're probably going to go to edge of the draft. So I think if you pair Sweat and rotate Wanham, Clowney, him, and an edge rusher in the draft, then it'd be a really great idea. But you got Derek Brown coming back, Trevor Wallace second season. And obviously you got Mike Jack, who I really hope we do re-sign, and J.C. Horn in the secondary. So there's some holes to fill, but I think we got a good foundation.
And I think defense is absolutely a glaring issue for Carolina. Obviously, giving up the most points the defense has ever given up in NFL history with 534. With that being said, we didn't have, like you mentioned, Derek Brown. We played one game and was out for the rest of the season. One of the best DTs in the game right now was just signed to a big 4-year contract. So what you'd hope for is he comes back next season. He's healthy. He's ready to go. That's something that can help Carolina out in the interior. But I feel like that is part of the difference. Obviously, you mentioned Wanham. He played the second half of the season. Clowney, not really the same player he used to be in his prime. But I feel like Carolina has the pieces to, if they have Derek Brown, his presence, I think could change everything in itself. Now, with that being said, absolutely, you can bring in as much talent as you want. I'd personally say, though, agreeing with you, is like Zach Bond would be somebody huge. He had an amazing breakout season with the Eagles, but the presence of Derek Brown was certainly shown in this. Not having him, that absence was certainly shown. So, what would you think about free agency for us?
I think we could restructure guys like Robert Hunt and Derek Brown. They making a lot of money, especially Hunt. And I think we should go after someone like Osa.
Yeah.
Pair up with Derek Brown. And I think Greenlaw, he's a free agent, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think he could be someone we go after since he just came off an injury. He could be maybe a cheaper guy. And I like Bynum too.
Yeah, I can't Bynum at safety.
A nice pickup.
Yeah, I could definitely see the Bynum move. I can understand that. I think we should be aggressive to go after a safety in a free agency. If we can't get a guy in the likes of Starks or Xavier Watts in the draft, I think I could see us going after. I think we're going to clear that safety room a lot after what we saw from its production this season. But we'll move on from free agency specifically. I'm going to pull up a mock draft right here. So I'll do 7 rounds for the Panthers. We'll do majority votes of who we're going to take, basically. So I will share my screen now. Okay. So we have the number 8 pick. I've got Abdul falling to 8. Some you don't. So let's see if we get a good roll here. And okay, we do. So we have Abdul, we have Tet, we have, I think that's Will Campbell, Michael Williams. So Graham ended up going 7. So what would you guys do in this situation?
You go Abdul Carter.
You go Abdul Carter.
Yo, get Malachi started. No.
I mean, Starks down here at 12.
Starks is at 12, bro. Get Abdul.
Yeah,
Abdul, absolutely.
I think it's got to be Abdul Carter here. I mean, the difference maker that he could be for the Panthers on defense, bringing the pressure that Carolina didn't really have this season, didn't really get to the quarterback that much. I think Abdul Carter is literally Micah Parsons 2.0.
Is that my dog, Savone Rebel, right there?
That was Rebel. That one, I think, late or early second round. So we'll see who falls to 57. I could see Carolina possibly trading up in this scenario. So we have some offers. I don't really like that, though. And we could take the Bills offer and move back 5 spots, get 2 4s, a 5th, and a 6th. Would y'all want to do that?
That's not terrible.
This is what the board looks like.
You got Watts there.
Look at the receivers.
Jackson Dart.
The receivers, we got Trey Harris,
Restrepo's
Ayo
there.
Minor, and Restrepo. I mean, Restrepo.
All right, I was only looking there for
Restrepo is good.
Restrepo's kind of awesome, but I know a lot of us like Watts as well.
I
Yeah.
was going to say Watts is there.
You think we grab him here? I don't think he's going to fall to 74.
No, he's not falling to 74. And this receiver classes, I think it's deep enough where you can go receiver 3rd round and get a value guy.
So I think we go Watts in this scenario.
No, take Quinn.
Yeah, I think so.
Real.
When you take Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart is aura. I want him on my
Take
team.
Quinn.
All right, we'll go Xavier.
That's my dog, Quinshawn Judkins, right there at the bottom. Trade up for Judkins.
Spin move.
Judkins, a national champion. We'll look at some of these offers here. These are all next year picks from Kansas City. I don't see us sending our 3rd away for no reason.
Dude, Fanning's really good. I don't know if we go
Dart's
back to that
there.
offense, but like
Yo.
Yeah.
Fanning's a value pick here.
So you're talking about Fannin that from Bowling Green, the tight end. Is Restrepo still on the board? By the way,
Restrepo is still on the board.
Go
Yeah.
Restrepo then.
Yeah, Restrepo.
I think we have to go Restrepo.
That's a
What do y'all
simple
think?
big Restrepo.
All right, yeah, we'll go Restrepo. Boom. I give it a B plus. I mean,
plus.
the best Miami receiver of all time, at least record wise. I think he's going to be an absolute dog in the league. I would love to have him on the team. I don't know if he could possibly fall to the 3rd. I don't know if that happens in real life. Still kind of hard to tell. We have a couple of points here. Scatterboo, bro. I mean, Scatterboo's been tough. What would y'all do? Stutz? I actually really like Danny Stutzman too, though.
Will Howard.
Will Howard.
Will Howard.
Bro, Will Howard balled out.
No, he's good, but no, a need.
I mean,
What do you guys think here?
Scatterboo for sure.
nah, I don't like running back this early. I think if you want to go running back, you go Samson like 5th round, 6th round maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like Stutzman here. I think Stutzman had a – Luke Fine would like this pick too.
As linebacker.
Yeah.
I mean, we need linebacker help.
We can take a running back later because as of right now, we can't really trust Jonathan Brooks to stay healthy as much as it sucks.
Yeah.
And it'd be good to have a 1-2 punch at running back. So, but we can take that later and focus on other needs now.
As a linebacker, they love that pick.
A plus.
Yeah, an A+ pick. I don't think we really need to look at trades. Just kind of already saw who's on the board here. So I mean, talking about Scatterboo, he's still there, of course. We got a couple edge rushers, a corner, and Zy Alexander. We have not taken a corner yet. We took a safety.
Is check the corners. Is Dorian Strong from Virginia Tech there?
Let's see.
He's probably too far down the board, or he's already gone.
He is more than likely gone if I can't find him here.
Hey, check if Mike Green is still available.
Nope. Well
I heard
gone.
about Jabbar Muhammad. He's a dog.
Oh yeah, Jabbar Muhammad.
Yeah.
He's down here at 160. He could actually, in this mock, realistically fall to that 140.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of corners ahead of him. I mean, Zy Alexander, Everett looks solid. We could, in this scenario, trade back if you want to.
Oh, I just full screened it. Okay, I can actually read it now.
Yeah, what's tight end looking like? Let's see. Well, not really anything till that 140. Ferguson, Lacey.
Terrence Ferguson's not terrible.
Hey, just take the Iowa tight end. That's all I need to see.
Lacey.
Iowa tight ends are always good.
I think.
Enough. I mean, we just George Kittle was like a fourth, right?
Kittle was a late draft pick, yeah.
Yeah, Kittle was a late draft
we
pick.
should go corner.
I think we should go corner too.
Alexander out of LSU.
Last time we took a receiver out of LSU.
Oh my gosh, is that Kyron?
There he is, Kyron Lacey, bro.
Kyron Lacey, yeah.
He should be dropping more.
He's a dog, but
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that he just went there.
I would low key. I would take this trade.
Here.
Yes. Take it.
See, they agree.
We're only dropping back
Yeah.
3 spots. We get.
Dylan Sampson right here, running back.
Samson?
from Tennessee.
I agree. Yeah, you would take. Yeah, you.
So you want to take Samson?
Yes. He's a good spot to take a running back.
We got to pick a couple later. This is the
That's so
Cleveland
many picks,
offer.
dude.
We get a lot of late picks. I don't see.
I
the
mean, we
point
have
in
like
this.
4-6.
I know.
Well, we got Ty Hamilton right here. We haven't taken a proper defensive lineman. We took Abdul first round, but that could be more interior help.
Yeah, I don't like Shy.
We got Shy Tuttle, man. We're good.
Come on, seriously.
We love Shy Tuttle.
We got my dog A-Sean.
Ashawn is a dog.
I mean,
we like Ashawn.
yeah, we could definitely take D-line here. Is Ashawn Pebbles there? Go on D-line.
Oh, let's see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
I think you go Pebbles.
I think he's just a Virginia Tech fan.
Let's go. Also, we'll reach for Pebbles here. We'll get your pick. We can get your guy.
Hey, or we can just go Stackhouse 7th round. Now he's just Stackhouse is a fucking beast of a man.
What? Okay, Tyler brought up a good idea. What if do you think we could wait till 163 and take your guy, or what do you think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, what are we at 146? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it just who else is there at this pick that we're gonna take besides D-line? I mean,
Let's see the top of the board one more time.
we could get some guard help, some tackle help. I mean, UConn
Yeah.
tackle.
There's a lot of O-line up here. Well, Gabriel, and then it's
Where's Chandler Zavala?
What do y'all think here?
Maybe we should go D-line help.
Do you want to bring in?
You take Hamilton. I think you take.
We'll take Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah, they liked it. Well, I think they just really wanted us to take a D lineman there. Real still on the board. Your guy from Virginia Tech is still on the board.
Okay.
Pebbles.
Yeah, Pebbles.
Pebbles.
We're going back to
Hell yeah.
I'm a really big Malachi Moore fan, but we already took a safety in a second.
Yeah.
okay. We're going back to back interior.
Hell yeah,
D-line.
dude.
All right,
Okay.
nice.
Now I feel like it would be a time to get some O-line.
Yeah, I agree.
Either O-line, go O-line, or tight end.
I don't know if they had a lot of tight ends falling. No, he's gone. He just went. Mitchell Evans, perhaps. Oh, Ja'Cory Brooks, Bryce Young Merchant.
Hey, that's Ja'Cory. He scored the touchdown against Auburn.
Yeah, Auburn. Yeah. Hey, Jabbar fell all the way. Sean.
Bar Muhammad.
I know you.
Bro, I like Jabbar. I don't know if we need him though. We already picked the corner.
Yeah, we could. We still have 2 more picks. We could take him in O line because I don't see a lot of O line up here.
Yeah, go Jabbar
Yeah,
Muhammad.
Jabbar.
And then take interior line the next pick.
We'll take Miles Frazier.
That
LSU
name just
boy.
sounds like a Panther.
Yeah, that does sound like a
Remember I had
Panther.
McCoy-
Should have taken Zach
McCoy
Frazier
early in
last
mine.
year.
Yeah, I'm curious once I do like save this, like who were the top picks for Abdul to follow us? Because I just don't see that happening,
Maybe take
unfortunately.
Wester.
Yeah, LeJohntay Wester.
All right,
I mean,
what quarterbacks are left?
What QBs are left? Let's see.
Get Jake Plummer off my team, bro. Jesus.
Brady Cook. Oh, there's DJU.
Let him cook.
Fine, Jake Plummer can stay, bro.
He can stay.
Peyton Thorne still on here. Well,
We
tight
don't
end
need
and tackle.
bro.
Look at
We
tight
All
got
right, come
Taylor
on.
Moton. We got
Bro, we got
Brady
Icky
Christensen.
Equanimeous.
We got
Look at
Icky.
tight end.
Yeah, let's look at tight end. Sure.
Good tight end.
Jackson Hawes. Caden, I play with a lot in college football. but-
Rivaldo Fairweather is tough.
Wait, is that guy
That's my
that
guy
his
right there.
wife does?
Yeah.
And stuff?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know him for.
That's funny.
We could just take best player available.
Wester's best player available.
It's 7th round. It doesn't really matter what you do at this point.
Yeah, just go BPA.
We'll go Wester.
Yeah.
Okay, bringing Buffalo to Charlotte. All right. Matt, I think that is all of our picks. Yeah, that wraps up our mock draft. So once it saves, I'll go through it one more time. I'm curious more of, okay, so we did one deal late in the 5th. I do see us moving up. So they went Riley Leonard at 3.
Yo.
Yeah, bro. This is realistic.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
fake.
cooked.
Fake.
I mean, they need a quarterback.
They really did anything for Abdul to follow us. Look at this. Shador, Cam Ward, Riley Leonard, Kelvin Banks, Travis Hunter, Will Johnson,
went-
Mason Graham, Abdul. Tet went to Dallas. And
Okay.
Mike
That's
Green
not
went to
nasty.
the Bengals. Wow. Walker fell to
Mike Green,
19.
17, bro. Yeah.
Oh
No
my,
way.
Starks went to
You know
22.
what?
This is insane. Wow. All right. Well, if you want to take one more look at it, Abdul, Xavier Watts, Restrepo, Stutzman, Alexander, Sampson, Hamilton, and then I actually like these last 4 picks right here. I think the D lineman help, an extra corner. I actually really like Muhammad at Oregon, Frazier. These are actually some of these were traded around, and then went BPA with our last pick. I kind of like our mock. I like it. Or the win, excuse me, to Atlanta. We got our 2025 opponent. So I can go. We'll start with our division games because that's obviously what we're going to get no matter what. We have home games against the Bucks, Falcons, Saints, vice versa with away. So we could go around here. We can start with both our home and away game for the Bucks. Do you guys think we win? We sweep those? We split those? We lose those? What do you guys think?
I think we split them.
I think that'll be a split.
It'll be a
I
split,
think I
right?
think we win the home game, lose the away game, kind of similar to what happened this year.
Yeah, and hopefully the
should've
away
won.
game's a little closer.
Because
we should have
It
won
should've
at home
been-
this year. So
yeah, it should have been split
I
this
think we
year.
can split that.
Okay, so we'll go 1-1 record right now, and now we'll do the home and away for Atlanta.
I think
Split again.
Split.
It should be a sweep, but we're gonna lose the BS game. I
Yeah,
know.
we're
that.
gonna-
I think we split it. I think we split
It's like
it.
what happened in 2022.
Yeah, we should have swept them then. I agree. So that's 2-2, and then you have home and away against New Orleans.
Sweet.
Yeah, fuck the
Sweet.
Saints for sweeping them.
Sweet.
I mean, we did technically. I believe
McCarthy now, though.
the Saints. I don't know
With
if
Glenn gone now.
what. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Bro,
If they-
if they hire Rizzy, bro, we're sweeping them. Like,
oh, I agree. Yeah.
they're- and Glenn's
Well,
already.
we'll
off
call it a
record
sweep
and-
on here. Okay, so 4-2 record. So we got all our division games. We go 4-2 in the division. I would be really happy with that. So we'll actually do our home games first. We obviously these are not in order. The schedule will come out in May. One of our home games, we host the Dallas Cowboys once again. I believe the 3rd straight season we've hosted Dallas. What do you guys think?
I think that's a loss.
Yeah,
I think
I think it's a close
Dak-
game.
Nah,
I think
Yeah,
it's a
maybe.
close
I think
game.
it's a
to
loss.
lose.
No,
I
Close
don't
game.
think it's gonna be a blowout.
We're getting
Dak's
blown
gonna
out.
be bad.
Close game.
TBD.
I mean,
Like,
technically the
Nah,
game this year wasn't a
Kellen Moore ain't gonna
blowout,
do anything.
but yeah, true. Okay, so that'll be 4-3. We host Stafford and the Rams. Another tough home game.
Stafford's gonna retire. That's a
I
done.
think that'll be a surprise win.
I think it's a
I
win.
think that'll be a surprise
win.
win.
Yeah. Okay.
Win.
All right. 5-3, and we host Geno and the Seahawks.
I think that's another win.
Close
I
loss.
think we can win
That's
that
an
game.
L. That's an L.
That's
Close
the L.
loss. Close
That's a L.
loss.
I think it depends on what happens. I think if DK leaves, I I think that's a win.
Possibly if DK leaves. What do you think?
I think.
But
I think
JC
that's-
Horn owns
A loss.
the Seahawks, so
It just depends how Geno's playing.
I personally would say loss too. It really that game really depends on, like Cole said, free agency, wherever DK ends up, what happens with our free agency in general as well. How much better do we get compared to the Seahawks? So I think for now we could call that a loss, a close loss, I'd say.
Here comes the blowout.
It'd be a disappointing one, but yeah, here comes a possible blowout. Although we did give the Chiefs a battle, our home game Super Bowl this season, we host the Bills.
yeah.
Lost.
Chalk that one up, bro.
It's gonna be like the Chiefs game.
I'm gonna be at that game, but it'll be a L.
Nice, yeah. No, that'll be. I mean, it'll be a fun game, I guess, for the fans to look at or watch. But I mean, I don't know if we're gonna. I think the Chiefs game we gave it close because the Chiefs didn't really necessarily have to dominate to win their games. They kind of got. I mean, still give up 27 to Carolina, but they had a solid defense all season. Mahomes just had a game managed, so I think Josh Allen steamrolls us 5-5, and our last home game would be the Miami Dolphins.
It depends. If
Win.
it's early, I think
Depends on what.
But if
Depends
it's
on what Tyreek does.
I
if
agree.
it's late in the year,
Yeah, if it's late, if it's in like November, I think we have it easily.
Yeah.
But if it's in September, that might be a loss. I agree.
That's a good point. I agree.
and like Sean was saying, depends on how
Tyreek's situation.
Tyreek.
Yeah.
So what would you I guess because we don't know right now. I'd say win just because we don't know.
Yeah.
I'd say wins. That makes our record 6-5 before we go to these road games. So a winning record currently. Let's see if that could possibly get us in the postseason. Away game, Lambeau Field.
Yeah, nah.
Ooh, we lost.
Packers
Lost.
defenses.
That's a L. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I love my
that's-
team, but
McKinney's
Not at Lambeau.
I think Jordan Love's gonna have another great season too.
Yeah, I agree. So that's 6-6, and we go to Foxborough. We play the Patriots. I think we could win that.
I'm not losing.
I think
Win.
that's a win.
that's a W.
Yeah.
We're winning.
Win.
I think that's a win. That feels like a November game to
No,
me.
watch them get Abdul and we lose to Abdul.
Oh, I'd hate to see that. 7-6, and we play at the Jets. And they just hired their
Win.
coach.
I think that's another win.
We can win that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 8-6. We hosted the Cardinals this year. This time we'll go to Glendale.
That's a W.
I
That's a
think
W.
That's a
another
W.
win. We own the
anything
Cardinals,
anything
bro.
with the Cardinals, bro.
We own
Another
the
win.
Cardinals.
We own the Cardinals.
This one's gonna be a little salty for us. It's 9-6, and we play the 49ers on the road.
McCaffrey's not even
Ooh,
gonna
it
be
depends
good.
on how they're feeling. Depends on
I
their
think that's-
injuries.
I think
Their
no matter
injuries.
what, Shanahan's
Depends how
just gonna
free
outcoach Dave. I
Lose
think
it.
that's no.
A lot of key starters.
I still
Defense.
think we lose that. We cannot
Yeah,
win.
I do
game.
too. And
Yeah.
that'll be the first time we see, hopefully, McCaffrey play
McCaffrey.
against us too.
Yeah.
No.
That's what. So that's now 9-7. Our last road game would be against some say our brothers, the Jaguars.
Possibly a London
Yeah, it's a
game.
dub.
Win.
Done.
London game is
London
crazy. If they send us back to international, that'd be crazy. But yeah, so that's wow.
10-7.
10-7.
10-7 is pretty realistic.
I hope we can look back at this video and be like, wow, either we knew everything, the team went like 12-5, 13-4, or we're just stuck as the Panthers as usual. But 10-7 is our official record. This is way too early predictions. We're obviously going to be doing several
I
of
think
these
it's
as the
gonna change
offseason
after
go on.
free agency and all
But yeah, with no free agency, no trades, no draft, 10-7 records. That's going to wrap it up for this episode. I'm Krish Verma, Tyler, Jacob, Cole, Sean. Thank you all for joining me today. I look forward to doing a lot of these throughout the offseason.
that. All right, bro.
All right. So thank you all for joining. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one.